Network of awareness makes your brain coherent. One of the fastest growing podcasts. You can hear it 24/7. You got listeners out in London, informationalists in Paris. The echo spreading out, no parrot. Just dissect, digest, and share it. The righteous rhymes hit the spirit. Click 90 times, it won't perish. Cause y'all's the mind ain't no fairy tale like the belly our parents. It's time to rise, don't get weary. United minds, it's apparent. Download every single errand, but most ain't fit to catch it, even if they were Larry. Interviews, the interludes, they enter you, taking you on a journey like no other. It places you in a state of awareness. It's your fault if you hate the truth, cause Yahweh been Yahweh's on his way, my brother. Better change your views. All praise, yeah.
Hello, positive people. You are now tuned in to the Network of Awareness podcast radio station, giving you in-depth information on society and culture in America and abroad, with messages of inspiration, with keen insights, reputable interviews, and much more. So now, without further ado, your host of the Network of Awareness podcast, ORRA, the informationalist.
Yeah. Peace and greetings, people. This is ORRA, the informationalist, and I'm coming to you live and direct. Yes, it's approximately 9:02 a.m. where I'm at. Probably where you at. It's about 10:02 a.m. or some other time. But I'm here doing a live show early. So this is really a Testament Tuesday, or Thursday, Testament Thursday show. But I'm doing this show because last night, I definitely was not in the right situation to do a show because I had a lot going on. I didn't get no sleep the night before, doing a lot of work for people on their projects and things I'm doing as far as my services. And I was doing some packing, other stuff with some stuff I had to do for my family, stuff I had to get situated before I left. And I wound up taking a flight at like 5:30 in the morning, and I had to be at the airport by 4:30 in the morning. So I got to do all that, and it was very smooth. The only thing is, I got a story to tell about my flight. But as you can see in the backdrop, brothers and sisters, that is a picture of New Orleans. So I am broadcasting today out of the state of Louisiana, and I'm in New Orleans. So why am I in New Orleans? Well, I decided to take a trip with my queen, and we decided to go to New Orleans. Now, some of you know, only a few of you, not many, know that their wifey is from Louisiana originally, so she's out here. So I figured I'd come up to see her this time, and she only had a 2-hour trip, and I only had an hour and 45-minute plane trip. And this is the first time I've taken a plane since 2018. So I got a story to tell. I got a testament. But today's episode is all about Follow the Spirit. And I'm going to be real brief on this just because I am, I got stuff I got to do today. And I'm on a vacation, right? But there's still work to be done. And I'm just happy that I have a woman in my life that understands these things and not get into a tissy fit when I got to do stuff. You know what I mean? So very grateful for that. And we're going to talk about that. Like a lot of these things that I'm mentioning right now, it's all about following your spirit. So I'm going to do a brief show on this. And if you get to listen on the live broadcast, great. I'm not expecting anybody really to join the chat room right now. But I am doing a show tonight. So you tune in tonight. I'm going to put out a promo. I'm putting out new music tonight. It's going to be a banger. All right. It's new music being released by Brother Take One and my brother Oxakai. And there's going to be a lot of other things in the music that you're really going to enjoy. So if you want to hear some fire new music tonight that hasn't been heard anywhere else, you're going to hear it first here at the Network of Awareness, baby. So, like I said, I'm in New Orleans, people. I got a beautiful view of the city of New Orleans, and I can see a lot of things. I'm not too far from places like the Thunderdome and stuff like that. Also, we're staying in an apartment that's like a hotel, but it's like an apartment. And it's really nice. It's very spacious. It's got 2 couches, a big ass living room, which I'm broadcasting out of. It's got a little dining area. It's got a hallway. It's got a kitchen, laundry room, really big bathroom, nice walk-in closet for Letta and I. It's got a nice master bedroom. I mean, the place is official, man. Very nice place. And of course, Letta picked a place and stuff like that. And it's really nice. I'm enjoying my stay here. So I will be broadcasting tonight from this place here in New Orleans. And we're going to have a banging show. But today's show is going to be brief just because I didn't get to do it last night. I was very preoccupied. So follow the spirit, people. Why did I name it this? And I put part 1 because I might even do a part 2 to this show tonight. But let's see how the day goes because I might change it up. But there is going to be a part 2 eventually if it's not tonight. But why did I call this show Follow the Spirit? And I put the backdrop of New Orleans where I'm currently at. It's because I wouldn't be here if I didn't follow my spirit. And what do I mean by that? As many of you know, I've been single for a long time. And it's not something that was easy to do, but it got a little easier with time with the discipline. When you start to become very disciplined in certain behaviors, those behaviors become deep rooted into the subliminal subconscious mind. And when that happens, things start to become a force of habit. And when you force the habit becomes natural. That is psychology 101. And I studied a lot of psychology when I was younger. And then also I studied personal development, which ties into psychology. And I can tell you that when you become more disciplined, like I did, one of the things I became disciplined in, people, is not messing with just any women. And to all the men that are listening to this show, I strongly suggest that you do the same. If you really want to find something meaningful, same thing for women. Don't go around dating so much. Sometimes it's important to be by yourself because when you're by yourself, you get to know yourself and it makes it much more meaningful to follow the spirit because a lot of us are led by the ego. Let's just call it what it is. Most people in today's society is led by ego. That's it. Nothing else. Ego drives them with every single decision they make in their life. That is a fact. I chose to not go down that route anymore for many, many years. And then I decided to start dating again, right? And when I started dating again, I realized that nothing has changed. When I started dating again in my 40s, and I said, if I'm going to get something meaningful, I'm going to have to really wait and ask the Most High to present this woman to me. And the reason I followed that code, which is really following the Most High, and you hear me say a lot, get out your own way and allow Yahweh, is because I followed it, and it brought me a wonderful woman that I plan on being with for a long time. For as long as I can, I should say, right? Because nothing is guaranteed in this life. Nothing. All we could do is put out those intentions and know that we're doing the right thing and continue to do it. And then the universe operates solely off of energy. And here I am. I followed my spirit, right? I followed my spirit last year. And my spirit was compelling me to pursue this woman, but in a very subtle way. It wasn't aggressive, but it was damn sure consistent. It was so consistent that her friend would have to tell her, like, yo, have you not got it in your thick skull that this man likes you? Like, he likes you. And she'd be like, oh, nah. But deep down, she liked me too. As much as she doesn't want to admit it. She liked me a long time ago. But I kept consistent. And finally, I followed my spirit. And I said, you know what? Enough is enough. We've been friends long enough. It's time to take it to the next level. Or at least try to. And I did. And she said, let's take it to the next level with no hesitation, which I found very interesting. And I mean no hesitation, people. But it was all meant to be. Because I followed the spirit, man. I didn't allow all this other bullshit come into my life, especially when it came to dating. And it's just important that we stay disciplined and ask the Most High for what we truly want. And when I asked for what I wanted characteristics. I didn't want looks. I didn't ask for a woman that had certain physical characteristics. I didn't say she had to have this complexion or this size butt or this size breasts or this type of legs and all that. I asked for spiritual things, things that are characteristics, like, is she generous? Is she intelligent? Does she operate with class? Can she whip some ass? Does she have street smarts? Is she self-aware? And most importantly, the one that's on the top of the list, that it's a deal breaker if this is not set in stone, does she have a relationship with the Most High? And these are the things I asked for. I followed my spirit. And my spirit, because I followed it, the Most High has led me here. Where now, I've been in a relationship for quite some time. Not a long time, but a short, brief time. And now we're on vacation. It's the first vacation I've taken with a woman in a long time. You know, like a real vacation. And it's very fulfilling. It's very rewarding. And I'm just grateful to the Most High for these types of experiences. I'm grateful for the Most High for giving me the opportunity to be able to take a vacation at a time where most people can't. So let's talk about my plane trip real quick. So this is the crazy part. I'm over here like didn't get no sleep. I got somebody to drop me off at the airport instead of getting an Uber because one of my friends said that they would do it. So I was like, hey, let me pay you instead. And, you know, I paid my friend like $25 instead of the $45 that I would have paid. So I saved me a couple of bucks. But got dropped off, you know, had my carry-on, plus I had my equipment for my podcast, which is my laptop, my microphone. You know, I got my special equipment. And that's why my broadcast, I think, sounds pretty awesome, people, because I'm not in my studio. I'm in a big-ass living room that has no padding, no nothing. There's an air conditioner going on in the background that's loud as fuck and is powerful, but you can't hear it. Can you? Can you hear it? That's why I like doing my shows like that. I liked having everything really high quality, professional with the audio. I've always been like that. And ever since I learned how to do that, I try to do that wherever I go. But back to the airplane is, I get onto where they do the customs checks or whatever. That went pretty smoothly. I had to take all my stuff out, take my shoes off, all that good stuff. And I'm like, damn. So I walk up. By the time I walk up to my gate, it's literally 9 minutes until boarding. So I was like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? So I called wifey up and I said, hey, I'm about to board the plane or whatever, right? So I get on the plane. It start boarding at 5. I probably boarded on 5:10. So I'm like, whoa. So my dumb ass, this is how stupid I am. You could go sit anywhere. I took a plane of Southwest. I really like Southwest, and I got a great deal with them. So I walk all the way to the back. So I'm thinking, let me sit in the back because chances are nobody really is going to sit back there. But little did I know, they had every seat filled. Everybody was sitting in a seat. So guess what happened? I asked the Most High to keep me safe. And I got to say, I believe he did. But boy, was I challenged. My patience was challenged like a motherfucker. I basically sat in the back by the window, and some big chubby dude, okay, comes and sits next to me. Oh, was this fucking dude big? So he's like, hey, what's up, fellas? And I'm like, hey. So he gets in there, he's fucking with his bag and shit. And I'm just like, oh, man. And then his fucking arm is all up hitting on my arm. And he's like, oh, my bad. And I'm like, it's all good, man. And I'm just like, I'm pumping the new songs that I'm on, and some of the songs that some of the brothers sent me. And I'm just jamming out because I'm like, man, please, I hope this flight. And this is another thing, too. Not only was he all squished up on me, but people, he coughed for 45 fucking minutes straight. And then he had a mask on. He was the only person in the whole entire fucking plane, people. The only person on the plane that had a mask on. Can you believe this shit? I couldn't fucking believe it. I said, what are the chances of a fucking dude that has a mask on has to sit next to me? And then he's coughing for 45 minutes. Oh, man. Brutal. And finally, when they gave out drinks, he got a soda and he guzzled that shit. And I'm so grateful for that soda to come to him because I drank a water and he got a soda. But after he drank that soda, he stopped coughing. And I was like, yeah. Then I went to sleep. And by the time I went to sleep, as I was dozing off and I was in a deep sleep for a second, next thing you know, the pilot is like, oh, we're coming into New Orleans, people. Fasten up your seatbelts and get ready to land. And I was like, yes. So that was my airlines experience. And so I'm glad I didn't put no baggage on board because then I would have had to wait for the fucking luggage to come out. I hate doing that shit. So I didn't have to do that. I just walked out the damn airport. And then next thing you know, let her pick me up, right? And then we went to the hotel or to this apartment. And so far it's been great. You know, all we've done really is just chill out and relax and eat. We didn't really do much the first day because we were both up all night. So it's just a lot of eating and relaxing. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to get rest, man. Being up for 38 hours, it starts to fuck with you. And I had a little headache getting off that plane too. So I'm here, people, in New Orleans, broadcasting out of state for the first time on my show, right? Because since I started my show, I've never broadcasted out of state. So I get to do it now. It's a wonderful thing. But the reason I'm doing this show is because this is really the installment of Thursday that I didn't get to do. And I just wanted to make sure that I do a brief show for you guys to listen to. And this is not going to be long, but this is all about just follow your spirit, people. I followed my spirit. I pursued someone. I pursued things in my life besides someone. And everything is coming together, man. It was even interesting how we were treated at the IHOP, right? Like, it's the way the lady treated us that there was just something about it that Letta had told me about. That was just like that lady knew we was not your average folks in the way we was treated, which was cool. There's a certain, when you start living this life and you really dedicate your life to working and being diligent in the principles that you follow for the Most High, you just get a different vibe. Now I'm gonna tell you something about New Orleans. It's a lot of ratchetness out here too. It's a lot of ratchet shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of you know what shit. You know, there's a lot of that type of shit, ratchet shit out here. But there is a lot of beauty out here too. And I'm gonna check it out, man. I'm gonna go out on town today after I do this broadcast. I gotta buy some little groceries at Walmart, right? And just experience New Orleans, man, and spend time with my lady. Spend time with the queen. That's how they say it in New Orleans. The queen. I'm not a queen. I'm not a queen. I'm a queen, which makes me her king. But I say all this, man, is that the hood is the hood. You know, I grew up in the hood, so I know what the hood looks like. And I can tell you definitely there's places out here that are very hoodish. I seen some fucking graffiti. I seen some places out here driving late last night where it's like, damn, I wouldn't want to walk out here. It was deserted. It looked like Hunts Point, a lot of places out here. Straight like Hunts Point in the Bronx. With no hookers. Oh, man. But I'm saying to follow your spirit, people, man. Stop caring what other people say or think. Because I'm going to tell you something, man. Something I've been realizing lately is there's a lot of people who like to talk shit like they got so much fucking going on. Like they've done so fucking much. And a lot of the opportunities they got was given to them. It's like they didn't really work that fucking hard to get to where they at. You know what I mean? Like you got a lot of people talking shit, man. It's kind of pathetic. And a lot of like, listen, I'm a type of person where I like to give credit where credit is due. And I don't like to, I don't like it when I'm giving props and I'm being supportive to people that are not, really about that life. You know what I mean? It's just like, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I believe that we all need to support each other. We're going to support, if you're going to be supportive in this community, be supportive, man. Follow your spirit. Don't let your ego run the show, because the ego is always going to lead you astray. The ego is Satan's playground. You know what I'm saying? And if you ever heard the show by Robert Riopel, by me with Robert Riopel, where we talked about let your ego go in private, not in public. So important we do that. Because so many of us, we're so quick to talk about ourselves and tell everybody about all these great things. But what's really important is to focus on the spiritual aspect of it instead of the material things and all that. It's nice to have success, but true spiritual success is the feeling of contentment that you feel from within. And we're in a time right now where, times are tough. We're in the days of revelations where the spiritual warfare is thickening. And you got to follow your spirit. And I'm so grateful that I've been doing that. You know, there was a lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot, but there was a few people that I didn't tell them shit. I didn't tell them where I was going, what I was doing, or nothing. And they still don't know. And the only reason I'm broadcasting it on the show right now is just because I told y'all that I was traveling and I would let y'all know where I'm at. But whenever you making plans to do something, I remember what my father told me, and I mentioned it to you guys a long time ago. I told you it's the best advice my father ever gave me. It's like, when you're going to do something, just do it. Don't tell nobody. Because after it's done, you don't have to say nothing because everybody else will be talking about it. And I believe that a lot. The only reason I even tell people certain things that I'm doing on this podcast is because I promote it to give you guys a heads up for what's to come. But if it wasn't for this podcast, there'd be so much shit that I don't talk about what I'm doing, to be honest with you. Because it just gets done and you get to see it. If you don't get to see it, oh well, that's your loss. But when it comes to certain things, when it comes to podcasts, it's just the arena I'm in. That's why I'm telling y'all, check out the show tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, because now I'm running on Central Standard Time. I'm on CST, baby, CST time. It's going to be a great one. But you see, I'm letting y'all know about that. But at the end of the day, don't tell people where you're going, what you're doing. Just do it. And then they'll find out later if it's meant for them to find out. And if there's somebody, I'm telling you this, if there's somebody that you're interested in and you've been procrastinating, I'm telling you right now, you hear it here, don't procrastinate. Because that person that you're interested might be one of the best people you ever meet in your life and might be able to do something for you spiritually that you've never experienced before. So follow the spirit, people. If there's a certain entrepreneurial venture you want to take on, do it. Do it. Don't care about what fucking other people say, because at the end of the day, you're going to make mistakes. Just dive into it. You know, I'm not saying to follow it blindly with blind faith, but to some degree, yes. If there's something you love to do, do it. Follow the spirit and get it done. And if you make mistakes and you do shit that's fucked up, so what? You'll learn from your mistakes and it's only going to make you better, because whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, people. Get caught up in what other people think. They're not doing nothing for you, man. Do what is right. Do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And most importantly, do it now. Follow your spirit now. Don't follow the ego, because the ego is always going to tell you to do the easy shit. The ego is always going to tell you to do, the simple shit. The ego is going to tell you to play it safe. And there is no such thing as safe in fucking Babylon. Ain't no safety in Babylon. It's a wicked fucking realm we live in. But we can be protected by being faithful to who we are and following the spirit. So brothers and sisters, like I said, this is not going to be a long show. So we're only about 30 minutes in. I just want to play a quick song that is in reference to this, and or a couple of songs real quick. And then we'll be back and close it out.
Nothing like this.
Please just tell me what's happening to me in plain English without the mumbo jumbo. How you doing? How you doing?
ORRA, You are now tuned in to the network of awareness.
up, soldier? I hope you're fine. I hope all is well. I hope mentally you're in good health. I know this life ain't easy, especially when people that you thought would have your back calls you crazy. They must think you bougie, but you got good intentions. Never let the left hand know the right hand's position. You got a light within you that shines brighter than a lighter. I know that you're a fighter, that's why you haven't expired. You're still pushing, you're still shoving. You got a fighter's grit, it's because you really, really love them. It might seem like things are not connecting, but they are. Better believe Elohim is with you every day, my friend. Breathe easy, keep your faith, that's all you have, don't ever let it go. When it rains, when it pours, let the light guide you forward. You gotta see the big picture. Yah's army is much stronger than ever, and it's only getting bigger.
Somewhere around the world, there's a soul who's tough as nail, and the heart is gold. Somewhere around the world, there's a soul who will be saved when the time is done, 'cause their fate's undying. Fate's undying. Fate's undying. Peace on the other side. Somewhere around the world, there's a soul who's tough as nail, and the heart is gold. Somewhere around the world, there's a soul who will be saved when the time is done, 'cause the fate's undying. Fate's undying. Fate's undying. Peace on the other side.
In the mix. 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 In the mix.
There's no room for softness, not in Sparta. No place for weakness. Only the hard and strong may call themselves Spartans. Only the strong.
Giving praise every day, straight up to Yahweh. Giving praise every day, demons, yeah, we slay. Giving praise every day, straight up to Yahweh. Yeah, we giving praise, all praise to Yahweh. Israelite, yeah, the most I've been my light. He enlightened me and make me see some things the sheep just won't believe. Mysteries will be revealed unto the meek. Just keeping the commandments, those that are chosen understand it. Yeah. Shalom to all my brothers and my sisters. We deliver, living different. We enlighten, never frightened. Faith remains in Yah. Keep it poppin', shout out to Yashkara. On 7stage.com, the warriors, lions, tribe of Judah, we the highest. We the chosen ones. Yeah, we never run. We keep on climbing. Yeah, we're here for the win. Giving praise every day, straight up to Yahweh. Giving praise every day, demons, yeah, we slay. Giving praise every day, straight up to Yahweh. Yeah, we giving praise, all praise to Yahweh. How can't they see the shit that's going on beyond me? You in the dark to stay away, might try to steal my light. We have to stand, have to fight. Yeah, you been my mind, you been my eyes, so I can see you everything I need. Yeah, never rely on men, always agendas, but y'all always got the bigger plan. Yeah, it's so tremendous, and his weapons is commencing. Called the 1/3. I know you heard we about to kill off all the demons. If you with us, you believe in Barakatah. Yeah. We the chosen ones. Yeah, we never run. We keep on climbing. Yeah, we're here for the win. Giving praise every day, straight up to Yahweh. Giving praise every day, demons, yeah, we slay. Giving praise every day, straight up to Yahweh. Yeah, we giving praise, all praise to Yahweh. Giving praise every day, straight up to Yahweh. Giving praise every day, demons, yeah, we slay. Giving praise every day, straight up to Yahweh. Yeah, we giving praise, all praise to Yahweh.
Yeah, people. Some great songs from some righteous brothers. And I'm not going to stay on. I'm going to give some closing comments and then we're going to be out. I'm going to do my next show tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, because I'm on Central Standard Time, because I'm in here in New Orleans with wifey and we're having a good old time. But like I said to her, I have to do tonight's show because I'm going to be broadcasting new music. And people, I'm telling you, there's going to be some banger music that you're going to hear. And it's going to be broadcasted here on the Network of Awareness first before it's played anywhere else. So definitely stay tuned in tonight because we got music that is being released by Brother Take One from Team Yahweh. And it's something you do not want to miss, okay? And when I tell you that the first song, both songs are bangers, but the first one, you're going to be like, oh, shit. But let me tell you, it's a beautiful day out here in New Orleans, so I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to go out, go eat some more food like I did yesterday, and really just take a little tour of downtown New Orleans and get the experience. You know what I'm saying? Maybe go see a little jazz music, see some of the stores, taste the glazed beignet with some powdered sugar. I'm gonna do it up, but then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do an official Faith Over Fear Friday show. Shout outs to Brother Taji, man. Appreciate you coming in. I didn't think nobody was gonna come into the chat room, man. Appreciate y'all. But like I was saying, Brother Taji, if you came in later, the basis of the show was, it's just that you got to follow your spirit, man. Be spirit led. Don't care about what other people think or say or what critiques they have of you. Let me tell you something. When people are critiquing me, I take that shit with the biggest fucking grain of salt. Because most of their critique is not coming from the right place. If it was coming from a good place, if it's constructive criticism, I will definitely take it. But most people's critique, it comes from something else. It comes from some condescending bullshit, some fucking high horse bullshit. And I say, fuck that. I don't got time to listen to that bullshit. I don't have none of that time. And if you something you want to do independent, fucking do it. Don't care about what other people say. I'm a big proponent. I don't think anybody should be working for somebody else, period. Because there's too much bullshit that comes with that. So if you want, it's hard to be independent, but you're going to get bullshit on both ends. But you know what? The more meaningful bullshit is the one that you're doing independently, because you don't got to answer to nobody. You only got to answer to the Most High. Plain and simple. Too much criticism out there that's unwarranted. You got to follow your spirit. Following my spirit has led me here, where I'm at right now. And that's New Orleans. And I remember telling wifey, like when we first got together, I was like, it's going to be hard because we don't live in the same state. But I was like, you know what? Since I know that the Most High has brought you into my life, I'm going to do everything I possibly can to make it happen. We're going to make this work, because I could have got with certain women that live 10 or 15 minutes away from me. but it wasn't for me. And that was the whole basis of this show, is follow your spirit. Be disciplined in getting out your own way and allowing Yahweh. That's it. Even though it's that simple, it's really hard because the ego is always going to try to convince you that there's something better than the Most High, that is not as rewarding or meaningful as you may think it is. The ego is a fucking slick son of a bitch, and it's powerful. That's why you got to keep it in check, and you got to let it out in the right places. And the best place to let that shit out is in private, and then allow the spirit to lead the way. I always feel like the ego should be the guy or the woman within you that sits in the back seat and has to shut the fuck up. That's what the ego should represent in you. It should always be taking a back seat to the ride, so that wherever the spirit is driving to, the ego is just going to have to shut the fuck up and wait till it gets there, until they can get out the car. Shout outs to Brother Webb. Mr. Webb, I see you. So I say this, brothers and sisters. Thank you for the 2 brothers that joined the live broadcast. Obviously, this was supposed to be done last night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I didn't get to because I was so tired from my trip. And now that I'm pretty much well rested, I'm going to go out, do what I got to do today. I'm going to come back and we're going to make it happen, people. We're going to play. I'm telling you, do not miss tonight's show, brothers. If you get to tune in tonight, because I'm playing some fire fucking music that you never heard before, and it's being debuted on the Network of Awareness. And I'm so grateful to be in the presence of young greatness. And when I say young greatness, I'm talking about none other than Take One, and also Oxakai, because those brothers are younger than me, but they come from greatness, and they're building a great legacy for themselves, but also more importantly for the Most High. So definitely tune in tonight. Tonight might be Follow the Spirit Part 2, or it might be something else. I haven't decided yet. Depends on how my day goes, and see how the vibe is on my experiences out here in New Orleans. But as you can tell, brothers, I mean, for somebody who's broadcasting out of country that's not in their studio, I think it sounds pretty good. What do y'all think? Let me know in the chat room. Because I'm not in my studio. I'm in a big ass freaking living room right now. And I got a view. I'm about 15 stories up, and I got a beautiful view of the whole entire skyline of New Orleans. So, yeah, brother. Yeah. Brother Webb said, be careful out there. Letter shaking her head over here. Yeah, brother, I know. I'm from the hood. I'm from the BX. I know what ratchet looks like, and there's a lot of ratchet shit out here. There's a lot of ratchet shit out here, I tell you, boy. But, at the end of the day, there is still some beauty. I mean, it is what it is. But trust me, I'm being very careful. So, the last thing I want to say before I go, brothers and sisters, is just be very, very diligent in pursuing your passion, to pursue your purpose. Pursue the passion, build up the passion, make the passion be filled up in great intensity, and then let the passion pursue the purpose, because the purpose is to serve the Most High. Follow your spirit, whether it's, like I said, before I go, let's reiterate on some of the things that were broken down here for some of the people that joined a little bit later. Follow your spirit, first and foremost. Get out your own way. Allow Yahweh. If there's somebody you're interested in, whether it be male or female, if there's an opportunity that you're interested in taking, if there's a venture that you want to take on, if you have aspirations to be an entrepreneur, if you have aspirations to be independent, pursue it with a great passion. I tell you, anything you love to do, you're going to do it great because the Most High put it in you to do so. And so what if you make mistakes? So what if you don't start out the way you intended? Just keep doing it. You're going to make it happen, man, because you love to do it. And chances are somebody's going to want to pay you for you to do what you love doing, because you're going to do it greater than anybody else can do it, because your love is going to supersede anybody who's just doing it for other purposes. Do it because you love it, and love it to the fullest. And I guarantee you that when you follow your spirit, the Most High makes no mistakes. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, I just want to say, when you live in the present, like I'm doing right now, there's always an opportunity for a new beginning. Don't look for the light at the end of the tunnel, because the light is and always will be within you. So light up the tunnel, find your way through the darkness. This is all the information list from the Network of Awareness, saying peace, love, and light, and Barakatah.